Iron in the soul.
What's up, YouTube? This is Iron in the Soul. Back today with another very important message. Please subscribe to my channel. Like this video. Share this video. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about my content. In addition to that, please feel free to follow me over on Instagram at TheKingJabez, as well as my website, theironandsoul.com, where you can book a consultation. You can order my book. Whatever you want to do, it'd all be appreciated. Let's do some work. Let's talk about a subject that you guys have come to me for in the past, currently, future, last week, this week, 1-2 years ago. And that is, some of you guys follow my content. Matter of fact, a lot of you guys follow me because I give you that jolt, that inspiration to go forward. You know, it's like that voice of reason in the midst of so much chaos. It reminds me of a documentary I saw probably 4 or 5 years ago at this point. You guys may have seen this. It's a documentary of these guys over in Iceland. Of course, Iceland is isolated. Not a lot of people live there. And so these guys were strongmen. I think one of the guys plays in action. He's one of the superheroes in one of the movies. I think I want to say Thor is from Iceland. If I'm not, correct me if I'm wrong. One of those guys. And, you know, these were guys who lift weights every day. Heavy weights, you know, strongman competition. And, you know, throughout the day, they worked regular jobs to support their families. So these guys were bouncers at clubs. One of the guys did swimming lessons for kids at a YMCA. Another guy had a job, you know, selling electrical appliances, you know, refrigerators and, you know, microwaves and whatnot. And so they were regular dudes that were extremely strong and live in this very cold part of the earth. And a part of their philosophy, which I have adopted myself, is that isolation and adversity can bring out the strength in you. And that's the way I like to live my life. Isolation and adversity for me can be used to bring out a strength and a power I didn't know I had. I dare say that here we are now in 2023, and I have tapped into a spiritual power, physical too, that I didn't know I had 2-3 years ago. And so sometimes hard times, guys, will show you who you really are. And so it can break you or it can truly make you. No one really talks about the good times when they're doing music, for example. A lot of music, poems, and inspiration comes from men and women who were going through rough times in life. And from that adversity, they learned new lessons. They were able to tap into this new strength and connect with humanity on a higher level. And so the message here today is clear. Real men don't fold. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean you're not going to have bad days. You're going to have times when you're struggling. You're going to have days you want to give up. And you may have times, you know, listen, guys, you may have a nervous breakdown. This happens to guys. I'm iron. You know what I mean? I'm going to be a realist with you. You know me? I'm going to keep it all the way 1,000 with you. In life, sometimes it gets rough. You may have a nervous breakdown. You may lose some things. I'm not here to tell you that, you know, bad things won't happen to you, because they will happen. This world, we're going to have difficulty, you know, but after the difficulty comes ease. And so this message is intended to give you what? Perspective. To keep you strong when you don't know what to do. Sometimes in life, you're not going to know what to do. I've had those times when you feel stuck. And so when you feel stuck, the best thing to do is what you know to do. For example, you know that you should be on SR. You need to be doing that. I'm going to keep preaching that. You know that you should be reading each day, feeding your mind. It's been well documented that those who read for an hour a day end up in the top 10% or maybe even 5% of their field of work within 3 years. You should be working out, physically getting fit, going to the gym. If you're not doing that, even at home workouts, push-ups. You can do push-ups, dips, pull-ups right in your house, running down the street, finding some way of a physical outlet to get yourself into shape physically, spiritually, meditation, prayer. There are so many disciplines, right? There are about 10 to 15 I can think of. I'm not going to say all of them right now. 10 to 15 disciplines that all successful men practice to some degree. You think about success and going forward in life, guys kind of do the same thing. There's something about embracing difficulty or doing something that is uncomfortable that brings out this greatness in you. For example, taking a cold shower is uncomfortable. But when you do that consistently, that helps you to build discipline in other areas. Waking up early when people are sleeping in to 10, 11, 12 o'clock and you're up bright and early, 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 7 a.m., getting things done. That's something that's going to help you go forward in the future. Making a decision to fast from time to time. There are some people who will never fast. So making that decision to do that, to tap into your supernatural strength. Making a decision to practice SR. Okay, there are men who cannot do that for 7 days. I have talked to some guys, and it's not an insult, that's a reality. So making a decision to embrace uncomfortable situations consistently and growing from that, that adversity is similar to putting gold in fire, right? You put gold in fire, it's going to be refined. It's going to prove that it is truly gold. It ain't fugazi. You know what I mean? That's what they call it. It ain't fugazi. It ain't fake. Some of you guys got on fugazi chains. You know what I mean? Take this stuff off, my boy. But when it's real gold, you put it in fire, it's going to show that it's real gold. And that's the same analogy. I'm warming up now with a man. You understand me? When you put a man in hot water, adversity, he's going to come out stronger. He's going to come out wiser. Give you another example of this from a practical level. Think about, for example, pro wrestlers. You dig what I'm saying? When those guys start their careers, look at those guys 4 or 5 years into their career. They transform into warriors. It's amazing to see. Think about someone like Triple H, Bret the Hitman Hart. Modern day not CM Punk. He ain't modern day anymore. That's not what I'm thinking about. Seth Rollins. That's what I'm thinking about. Seth Rollins. All of these guys, Roman Reigns, you see them 4 or 5 years into their career, right? They're better speakers. Their physique is, they're stronger. They overall have been transformed through all of those battles because WWF grueling schedule. I watched the documentary. Those guys are on the road 300 days a year. It's insane. Going from city to city, traveling, having to memorize all those scripts, having to go to all those plane rides, driving sometimes 10, 12 hours themselves, going from hotel to hotel. You understand me? Eating Chipotle 3, 4 times a week. Sometimes that's the best thing they can get. You understand? Bringing water with them. Constantly on a grind. And when you do something like that for 4 or 5 years, it brings out or it ignites this warrior spirit within you. And so what does that have to do with you? My hope is that the adversity you're facing right now in your life will bring out this warrior you didn't know was in you. And that's been my experience. I would say the last 3, in my humble opinion, since 2020, pandemic, all we've been through in life, it has brought out a warrior spirit in me I didn't know I had. And that's a good thing. So hard times do make strong men. That's not just a cliche. And so if you're a guy that's listening to this content right now, you want to be strong, you want to be a leader, you want to be seen as someone who deserves respect, don't fold when things are going bad. So what does that mean practically? I like to add teeth to it. Protein shake real quick, you dig what I'm saying? 42 grams, and that's my second one for the day. I'm at about 100 grams already for the day. I try to get about 200. Some of you guys been asking me, they say, man, you getting lean, baby, what you doing? That's it. A lot of liquid protein, eating clean, low carb, high protein, low sugar. That's it. A lot of water every day. And then, of course, going to the gym. So, with that being said, how do we practically do this? That may mean for you, and that's going to be different for all of you guys. For some of you, it may mean that you stay at the job for a year or two. A job that you don't like. But right now, that job you have is going to help you get to the next level. It's going to help you to build this business you have on the side. It's going to help you to pay those bills you got to pay right now. So for you, it may be keeping that job. I had a man message me recently. He said, man, big bro, your videos helped me keep going. I thought about quitting this job, but I listened to you. It kept me going. And so for some of you, you may be right there where you need to stay right where you're at. Okay? For someone else, this may mean going through the difficulty that you will encounter when trying to repair a damaged relationship. I'm giving relationship advice too. Oh, yes, big brother iron. You dig what I'm saying? You got a baby mama, you got a wife, significant other that you're close to, that you want to be in a relationship with. You may be going through a hard time right now. And the easy thing for a man to do is just to run, take off, go with the mistress, find another woman. But what may be the best thing for you to do is to fight through that, right? To find a way to make it work if it's worth fixing, okay? And if you're married, it's most certainly worth fixing, okay? So it means staying in there in a difficult relationship. See, we can't always just run. A lot of times we like to escape. And this is why so many guys go to corn sites. This is why so many men go drinking, partying. We're trying to escape that pressure. And sometimes it's best to embrace that pressure and allow it to bring out a power that's in you. You feel me? So don't run from pressure. Embrace the pressure, right? Experience the pain, right? Endure that and allow that to bring out that strength you didn't know you had. That business idea that you didn't know was in your mind. That PR at the gym that you didn't think you could hit possibly. Sometimes that adversity will make you stronger physically. You feel me? You'll be in the gym going crazy. You guys who are rapping, going to the studio, recording a song, bringing all that pain and frustration out. You understand? You men who are, into, you're working blue collar work. You know what I mean? Taking all that frustration and pain and putting into that 10, 12 hours that you are putting in each day to accomplish a task at a job. So you guys get to the point, there are so many ways that you can endure. That's what this is about today, endurance. If we're talking about manhood and masculinity, a part of that, is handling adversity. And this is something that one of my mentors taught me when I was, let me get the math right here, about 22, 23. Oh yeah, 22, 23. Oh yeah, Big Brother Iron, I got mentored first. I didn't just get online, some of you guys get online, all of a sudden you're a mentor now. I didn't do that. I was mentored first. It is what it is. And so one of my mentors, I had a bunch of them, it was about 22, 23. He said to me, we had a long conversation, but among other things, he said in this particular part of the conversation, and I never forgot this. This is something that stuck with me. He says, that's what separates the men from boys, is your ability to handle adversity. All right? That's a man. You never know what type of man you are until stuff stops working the way you want it out to work for you. When you start enduring and experiencing that bad taste in your mouth, whether it be with a woman or with work or in your own personal life, whatever it may be, how you handle adversity when things are not working out for you, that shows where you're at as a guy. You know what I mean? And your ability to navigate through that with wisdom, with patience. Now, granted, we're all, I'm iron. I'm a realist. You feel me? I'm gonna give it to you 1,000. From time to time, you're gonna spaz out. Okay? I'm a kid. I know you say not me. Yes, you will. Some of you will, at least. You gonna get angry. I understand? You're gonna get frustrated. That's not always a bad thing, by the way. Because listen to me. In my opinion, getting that frustration out is a good thing, because what you don't want to become is a 35, 40, 50-year-old man that's just callous to life and no one likes you. You feel me? So you need to get that out. You need to feel that. Experience that bad taste in your mouth, in your spirit. Get that frustration out. Just hold it in. And this is the problem with society. We're taught to just hold everything in. And this is why we got so many, excuse my language, that's why we got so many jerks out there. I'm just giving it to you all the way 1,000, because we have not learned how to express disappointment, frustration, anger, rage. This is a reality for me and a man. Especially right now in the way the world is right now. Especially right now. There's a lot of bad stuff happening right now. I ain't got to get into all this. You guys got common sense. You see what time it is out there. It's a war out here. You dig? And yes, as I've said before, I'll say it again, we are in the last days. And in these last days, there is a need for strong men. Okay? Let me say that as I close this. In these last days, there is a need for strong men. The Most High wants men like you, like me, and others to stand up. And I tell you one thing, when you are a strong man, you stand out. People will come talk to you. People will ask for advice. People will respect your presence. Why? Your presence says, I am a man, without saying a word. People feel that, and they'll head nod you. They will address you. They can feel your energy. So when you stay strong, literally, you become this well of life for other people. That's what happens. And that's what retention does, by the way. When you retain, literally you're retaining life. And that life in you has the ability to nourish and to edify other people. So when people talk to you, whenever you are around a strong man and you talk to him, you feel better. You feel ready to go forward. This is what prophets do. This is what kings do. This is what leaders do. This is what princes do. When you are in the presence of a prince or a king or a prophet or some type of important man, but not even important, just a strong man, their presence and words carry so much weight that it will give you the strength you need to go another day. And I dare say this is what these videos do for you. These little 15, not little. Let me take the bait in. A little about this. A little about this. Huh? These 15, let me correct myself real quick. Get yourself together. Huh? These 15, not little, these big 15. Let me get my words right. Let me get myself together. These big 15, 20-minute videos from Brother Iron, you understand me, give you the strength you need to go forward, to keep fighting. Huh? Let me talk to you for a second. I've been trying to be nice. Let me talk to you now. Let me turn up a little bit on you. We men out here. We got to keep on going. Yeah, it's going to get hard, my boy. It's going to get rough. It's rough out here. But you and I, we got to keep fighting, man. And when you're fighting, sometimes, let me talk to you, you're going to shed some tears from time to time. You're going to get lost from time to time. You may lose some things. You understand that happens. That's part of life. Guess what? If you lose it, you can get it back. You feel me? That ain't the end of the world. Okay, you can lose a car. You can lose a house. You can lose an apartment. You can lose a woman. You can lose a job. You can lose anything. So being a man doesn't mean you're not going to lose some things. The message here is that when you lose that, you have the strength to, you get knocked down. Bam! You get knocked out. Oh! Stole on me. Wow! Oh! You bounce back. Dust yourself off, you understand? Get some Vaseline, get some water, get some protein. You back in the ring like Ali. What's good? What's up? What's up? What's happening? Bang! What's up? What's good? You hear me? That's what we're talking about. So we're not talking about fantasy. We're talking about when real life, boom, knock you down. Oh! You go to work, they tell you we don't need you no more. Oh! You've been with that woman for 5, 10 years, she said she won't be around you no more. Oh! Now you're home singing love songs. Huh? Some of you guys right now at home singing love songs. Every time I see your face, I get a bad vibe. Huh? Singing that Avant, separated. We are separated. You hear me? So when that stuff happens, because listen guys, it happens to any guy. When that stuff happens, you and I have to be strong enough to bounce back. And that doesn't mean it's going to happen overnight. It may take you a while. It may take some therapy. You understand? I'm a realist. It may take some counseling, consultation calls. I do those too, by the way. It may take some recovery, some healing. But over time, you can become who you need to become. So this is a message from Brother Iron on this Thursday. Men, real men don't fold. You get knocked down, but you get back up. You get tired. Let me talk to you now. But you get back up. You get frustrated. I'm a realist. You're going to get frustrated. You understand me? Listen to me. In this life, you'll take some L's. Some things are not going to go your way. I'm going to tell you that right now. But you, as a strong man, figure out a way. Let me look right at you with an intense gaze. Whoa, hear me? To keep going. To keep fighting, to keep reading, keep praying, keep retaining, keep that streak going. You're on 60 days, 90. I'm on 60 days today, by the way. That's Ali status, by the way. Muhammad Ali retained 60 days for a fight. Rest in peace to the OG. I'm on Ali status today. Let's go, boys. That's why I'm fighting. I'm in the ring. But I'm in the ring. I knock you out. We're in the ring. Let's go. You hear me? Energy up. What up? NBA Youngboy voice. What up? You hear me? We out here. You keep on fighting. So you get knocked down. Bounce back. Don't give up. Don't start feeling sorry for yourself. None of that. You can get depressed. That's part of life. Okay, that might happen. You might get depressed. I understand that. You can get sad. You're human. I'm going to tell you what you can do. You can get sad. You can get depressed. You can get frustrated. You can have some bad days. You can do all of that. Hey, Brother Iron is a realist. But with all that, eventually, you bounce back up. Ric Flair said this. I'm going to talk about Ric Flair. Now, here we go. Ric Flair. Woo! If you're a real man, Ric Flair voice, you get back up. You understand me? You get knocked down. A real man stays up. Huh? That's Ric Flair for you, the OG. Woo! As we close. So when you're a real man, you find a way to get back up. And that's what it means to me, Brother Iron, to not fold. This is Iron and Soul. Thanks for listening, guys. God bless. Be strong. Peace.